Spain, a land of sun-drenched plains, rugged mountains, and a history as complex as its landscape. The gates of our secret garden are now open. Welcome to the monastery lost in the woods, that hidden place where you and me are going to sit together and have a chat in peace. Tonight, under a full moon, we are going to talk about the expulsion of Muslims during the Spanish Reconquista. For centuries, this land was home to a vibrant mix of cultures and faiths. Muslims, Christians and Jews lived side by side, creating a unique tapestry of civilizations. But this delicate balance was not to last. In the 8th century, Muslim armies swept across North Africa, carrying with them the banner of Islam. They crossed the narrow Straits of Gibraltar, landing on the Iberian Peninsula. Their arrival marked the beginning of a new era, one that would see the rise of a powerful Muslim civilization in Spain known as Al-Andalus. For centuries, Al-Andalus flourished, a beacon of knowledge and culture in a Europe still emerging from the Dark Ages. But the tide of history was about to turn. The Reconquista was not a single event, but a slow and often brutal process of conquest and expulsion. It ebbed and flowed with the fortunes of war, marked by periods of intense conflict and uneasy truces. Over time, the balance of power shifted. The Christian kingdoms, fueled by religious zeal and the promise of land, gradually pushed southwards. Muslim rulers, weakened by internal divisions and facing increasing pressure from the north, found themselves on the defensive. Cities that had flourished under Muslim rule for centuries fell one by one to the advancing Christian armies. With each victory, the Christian grip on Spain tightened. By the late 15th century, the once mighty Muslim realm in Spain had been reduced to a single kingdom, Granada. In 1469, the marriage of King Ferdinand II of Aragon and Queen Isabella I of Castile united the two most powerful Christian kingdoms in Spain. This union proved to be a turning point in the Reconquista. With their combined forces, Ferdinand and Isabella launched a final assault on Granada. On January 2, 1492, the last Muslim ruler of Granada, Muhammad I, surrendered the keys of the city to Ferdinand and Isabella. The fall of Granada marked the end of the Reconquista and the beginning of a new era in Spain. With the fall of Granada, the victorious Catholic monarchs turned their attention to the issue of religious unity in their newly conquered kingdom. Initially, Ferdinand and Isabella pursued a policy of forced conversions, pressuring Muslims to convert to Christianity or face expulsion. Many Muslims, fearing for their lives and livelihoods, chose to convert. They were known as Moriscos, little Moors, a derogatory term that reflected the suspicion and distrust with which they were viewed by the Christian authorities. While they had outwardly adopted Christianity, many continued to practice Islam in secret. This cultural and religious resilience aroused the suspicion and hostility of the Christian authorities. The uneasy coexistence between the Moriscos and the Christian population in Spain was destined to be short-lived. As the 16th century progressed, so too did the pressure on the Moriscos to assimilate or face the consequences. In 1609, King Philip III of Spain, swayed by the arguments of his advisors and driven by a desire to consolidate his power and create a more unified Spain, issued a decree that would have devastating consequences for the Moriscos. The decree ordered the expulsion of all Moriscos from Spain. Over the next 5 years, hundreds of thousands of Moriscos were forced to leave their homes. Families were torn apart, communities were shattered, and centuries of shared history and culture were erased in a matter of years. Their expulsion was a significant moment in Spanish society, one that would be felt for centuries to come. The expulsion of the Moriscos from Spain is a stark reminder of the human cost of religious agendas and forced indoctrination. In our post-globalized world, once marked by migration and cultural exchange, remembering the lessons of the past is crucial. The forces that drove past expulsions, fear, intolerance and ideological agendas are still present today. From the Rohingya in Myanmar to anti-Muslim sentiment in Europe and North America, echoes of the past persist. The expulsion of the Moriscos is a cautionary tale, reminding us that the lack of cultural alignment and extreme religious agendas we are witnessing today in Europe can be a trigger for history to repeat itself. Europe and Europeans have a history, religion, culture and values to protect, just like they did in the past, just like they would do today and in the future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe. For a more personal connection, please visit our Patreon community, links available under this episode's notes. The gates of our secret garden are now closed.